Okay, guys, I'm back and gonna do a lesson for Franklin's Tower. Teach you guys Jerry's intro solo and how to improvise over it. This is in, like, I guess you could say a Mixolydian type vibe. We're gonna talk about all that, but what we're gonna do right away is let's take a look at these licks. I'm not going to be able to do it with the backing track right now, but if you go down to the comments below after, a lot of you have seen I have like an actual performance of it, but this is more of a lesson thing without just anything but me playing. So, our chords, first of all, are A to B simple, and we'll talk about Bob Weir's amazing voicings as well, so you know, Bobby would often use the C shape, you know, when he did his kind of comping. And then that's a whole nother story, though. I'm going to do some more Bobby stuff soon. But so we have, I like to play it, when you're learning this solo, it's around the, let's see, like this, the 12th fret, around that kind of area position, the guitar 12th position. So we have first the bend on the 16th, which we bend into A. The first chord is A of the of Franklin's Tower. It's a 3-chord kind of vamp that repeats. We have A and then G, both major down a half step. These are all major chords in Mixolydian. A down to B, or I'm sorry, A down to G, and then D back to G. And I'm a little out of tune, so forgive me, I'm going to tune back up. And it's going to be kind of hard for me to follow along with this, but yeah, I found my tapestry at some random hipster shop where I'm from a while ago. But yeah, anyway, so check it out, guys. So we have Jerry solo, so slowly. I messed it up. Since I've played it, but I'll show you guys how to play it note for note. I have this tab, and sorry to the people that have, like, I tried in my Deadicated jams group, which you should join, I tried to have the tabs from Google Drive to access, but it tells people they need permission. I'm gonna change that. Or just send me messages and I'll send these PDFs. This is what they look like. There's sheet music and tablature, and I'm gonna fix the Google Drive thing too and get the YouTube going. But yeah, well, let's talk more about really quick this and then improvising over it and some of the music theory, because Jerry is very he's, to me, the Grateful Dead is like jazz with the improvisation, but they don't swing their music like that. Jerry's accenting often the downbeats instead of upbeats that swing does. So you can see a lot of similarities. Jerry knows exactly what notes. If you like analyze this, Jerry knows what the fuck he's doing. He's landing on the notes that hit you in the soul, and those outside kind of notes. So he bends into, let's take it lick by lick really quick. He bends into 16th fret on the E string, up into an A, which is crazy because that first note's not in Mixolydian, so it shows you Jerry's genius. So we have bend 16, and then bend back down, 14, 15 on the E, and then that's a D major arpeggio, and D is a chord that we were just talking about. A, G, D. So see how Jerry knows when to arpeggiate the D major? And if you guys don't know much, the D major down here, all I'm doing is taking it up here and arpeggiating it. So we have down that D major arpeggio, and then 17th fret on the B string bend. And you have to listen to that. There's pre-bends and bends that you gotta kind of get used to. So, and then over the G to the next D, he does this like groups of 3 kind of sequences up and down. So that's 14. These are all D through B strings we're doing here. So 14 on D, 14 on G, then B. It's like that. And then we have 11. So that's based off the this one's the D arpeggio again in a different voicing position. But so you go 14 and then down the 12 and then down the D major shape, 10, 11, 12, and then you just hit those second notes. And I'm going to tell you guys, the best thing to do is use this tab in sheet music and don't rely on it. Do what I'm doing and do it by ear too. So do half and half, you know. That's how you really, really get good at it. So then after that, like, then this next lick, which I messed up earlier, but it's been a while since I played it. This is over the A going into the G, so we slide into 11 on the D string, then on the G string 9, 11, 10, 9, and then slide or hammer on 10, 11. So like on the D string. I love that lick. And then we have that next lick goes 11 sliding down to 9 after the one we just covered. So you slide on the D string 11 down to 9 and then 7, 9, 7, 9, 11 back up, and then 11 a fourth interval, perfect fourth on the G string, and then we have 9 on G, 11 on D, 9 on D. So, and these are little groupings and there's a rest. So 9, 11, 9, and then 9, 7, 9. So like 9, 7, 9 is on the D, 9, 7, and then on the A string the 9. I know I'm being a little confusing, but I'm getting used to this because I'm going to go really hard on this and anyone who wants to connect with these things. And then he lands on an A, so check it out. What? Look at me, guys. I'm just fucking up all the time. Oh, so we got, here it is. And on E, which is a part of the A chord, Jerry knows what chords he's playing over. Guide tones, arpeggios. He's a boss, man. He's an OG. So then it goes E, which is 7th fret of the A string. You guys gotta not just rely on tabs though. You gotta know this is an E. That's how you become a better musician. E, and then slide up to 11 on the G string. And then hit 9. So let's look at my fingers. And then we have on the same 9, the next lick. And that's all just D major arpeggios. So this is a D bar chord, right? He's going. If that makes sense. But so here, let me try to play it slowly again. Like we have. And then that. And that's it. And let me get a backing track on, and now we'll talk about improvising over it. So A Mixolydian. Dad loved Mixolydian and Dorian, like Shakedown Street. Those are modes of the major scale. So we're in A Mixolydian. My guitar is a little out of tune, but just the concept is what I'm trying to get through here. And so we have... Wait, let me just tune it up real quick. But this is my semi-hollow body. I know Bobby uses these ES335 shapes a lot. I think maybe D'Angelico guitars is the ones Bobby uses. I'm not, like, recently he uses, like, with the Dead & Co shows. But I love semi-hollow bodies. It's like not... You can mix jazz with the rock kind of fusion stuff. So... Yep, I just tuned it. I tuned it in. But yeah, so anyways, we have the Bobby chords once again would be something like... Bobby loves those C major chords being brought up. I guarantee you Bobby does some stuff like that. And let me jam over it for you. But what A Mixolydian is take your A, let's see. Take your A major scale. So we have... Or that was Mixolydian, but we have the A major scales. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Start over, but you take that 7th note and bring it down. That's all Mixolydian is major scale, but one note is changed. The 7th is a minor 7th, a flat 7th instead of... And that's what gives it a cool sound. So it sounds like this. For guitarists, you just do 5, 7, 9 on E, 5, 7, 9, 5, 7, 9. But you want to get away from just soloing over that scale. What I'm trying to say is Jerry knows the chords he's playing over. You can use that over like the A chord, but use the scale and see what notes in the scale correspond with the notes in the chords, which is only 3 chords. A, G, D, D, A. Now let me jam over it a little bit for you and we'll talk some more. Let me get the backing track on. I like this position too, check it out. Shit. switch to minor pentatonic instead of major. And so yeah, that's how you would jam over it. And actually there, I didn't do too many arpeggios like I recommended you guys do. That's just using scales over it. But we can talk about how Jerry uses those arpeggios. Let me go for the intro solo one more time. Roll away the do. Right, like this. Alright, look guys, I go to music school in Detroit, Wayne State. I'm a jazz studies student, and I'm trying to be creative and find a way to make money. But the thing is, I'll give you guys all this music and lessons for free. I want to get my YouTube going so I have enough subscribers. Well, they'll pay me, because I feel like this is what I could bring. I could bring the most passion of my passion in the world through music. So I'm trying to do things like this more, if that makes sense. And I have a Music Never Stop transcription. I have a lot of transcribed solos, and a lot of you haven't been able to access them because my Google Drive thing. So from now on, message me and I'll send them to you directly. Just give me credit. That sounds kind of egotistical, but yeah. Does anyone have any more questions right now? Like, we can maybe even go over another tune or any Franklin's Tower questions. I just want to be able to do this for a living, and it's hard to become a musician. I need you guys to subscribe to my YouTube and help me get that going. My channel name is Deadicated Jams. So there's a group on here for it. And so you guys, I think it'd probably be a good idea for me to post this onto that YouTube channel as well. Mixolydian for Franklin's Tower, right? Yes, a Mixolydian for Franklin's Tower. And let me think of something real quick. So a Mixolydian, let's see here. Give me a second. A Mixolydian is just D major, if I'm thinking correctly. Yeah, because Fire on the Mountain is B to A. And that's E major, but you think about it as B Mixolydian, because if you think about it as E major, all the intervals are screwed up. Like, if I were to think of Franklin's Tower not in A Mixolydian, but in D major, you're going back to D like it's your home base, so it sounds a little off. It's all about tricking yourself or just looking at things in different ways. Do you find it easy to improvise or D minor? It would be D major, not D minor. And I find it easier to improvise in A Mixolydian because that's what you want to do. I'm saying if you do it in D major, it's going to not sound right because the root note of D major scale is D. So when you end on that with your lick, it's not the home base of A. Play a whole half diminished over Franklin's, or just slide those notes into. I love all these suggestions. I've been messing more with diminished arpeggios, and whole half. So I'll have to do that. Adam Deacon, man, what are you talking about? Okay, so any more questions, or should I wrap this up now, guys? Oh yeah, for Mississippi half step the other day. Right? Jerry, over those A minor sections, check out these licks you can do. I kind of combine what I learned from Jerry and my own, like, he doesn't use the 6 or the minor 6 at all much over that section because it sounds weird. These two notes, so you skip a bunch of notes and make your own scales and be innovative like this. So A, harmonic minor, where it would have the G sharp, and then I go up the scale, but then when I get to the 1, 2, 3, 4, flat 5th, 7th, major 7th, and like the harmonic major 7th. So it's like this. That sounds great over Mississippi half step, and Jerry does some stuff like that. Yeah, when is Dead in Detroit? I'm in Detroit, like I'm at Wayne State. I'm the dude who never knows when shows are going on. I'm so far behind. And people, thankfully my friends always let me know where they're at and whatnot. What's up, Dan? But yeah, for Mississippi half step, the beginnings like, and the solo progressions is like, so you can use, type of stuff. And for Franklin's Tower, start off with the A major, pentatonic, because it follows Mixolydian. Since pentatonic is only 5 and it's not a diatonic scale, you can still use it over that. Here, let me get some more jamming on Franklin's Tower, and then I'm gonna go. Jerry does these all the time, like sequences. You guys think I should do more of these? Cause I'm trying to be able to make a living doing little things like this, and yeah. Hopefully you guys enjoyed these lessons. I'm gonna upload them on YouTube and link my YouTube account in the comments after this. So just like it a bunch so it shows up on the top of the feed. And anyone else have any questions? Oh, I know Dire Wolf. That's one of my favorite tunes. I also want solo recommendations of just favorite live shows. And it, Bobby, any instrument, Phil. I'm not as good with drums, but I can do it, man. What do I think is the easiest Dead song to learn? Fire on the Mountain. 2 chords the whole time, B major to A major. Or Uncle John's Band doesn't have complex chords. It's good to start soloing over, but there's really weird time feels. I think they add a measure or two onto 4/4 and whatnot. I'm having people wanting to join my broadcast, but sorry, I don't know how that works. And oh wait, sugary. Let me give you some sugary. Hold on. Sugary is also in like a Mixolydian major type thing. When they come to take you down, when they bring that wagon round. But they usually solo just on those two chords. There's not as much soloing over those next parts. But let's analyze it. B major to E major. So how can we think about it? In the key of B major, what is E major? B, C, D, E. So that's like 1 and 4, you know? Or if you think about it as E, E, F, G, A, B, you can think about it as the 5th in that key. But, so let me see something. But yeah, so basically, if you want to learn the sugary riff, watch my fingers. You think it would be B, but the rest of the chords say it would be E major. Well, it all depends. You have to think B because it starts on a B. So B, you have to realize B Mixolydian is E major. So it makes more sense to think of it as B Mixolydian because the home base it starts on is B. It's playing the E major scale, but it's B Mixolydian. Does that make sense? So let's see, like, I could get a backing track up for that too. Hold on. You can think about it in E major, but then your root of your scale is E, but they start on B first, so it's B Mixolydian is a good way to think about it. But yeah, those are just some ideas, like, so, wait, let's see. Yeah, you guys get the point. Any other questions? Does it let you do this landscape? Oh, you can't turn your phone while live. Yeah, another cool thing I like is don't be afraid to bend every note of a scale up a half step or a whole step. When am I gonna get a band together? I'm in a band called Sun Tribe, and we open up for bands like The Works, Bob Marley's Son at St. Andrews Hall in Detroit. So, but yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff. Anything else, guys? Or I'm about to head out. We all good? Hey, yeah, Mike, hit me up. And anyone who wants those transcriptions, message me, because I don't. The Google Drive shit, I figured out how to fix it a while ago. It says you need permission, but I'll fix that and I'll upload this to YouTube. Take care, guys.